Oh, hi there. Welcome to Plato's Cave, where we are casting shadows on giant walls. My name's Joel, and I am the creator of the Salem YouTube channel and website. On January 29th, 2021, an event unlike any other is going to be underway, and I think you should know about it. On that night, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, we are going to be doing a premiere event for an audio series that we have been in the works on for the past few months here called Salem's Ghosts, the Lynn Lady. I need to stop wobbling my... I have a really bad habit of holding my mic. I'm sure there's nothing Freudian going on there. Now, if you do a Google of Salem's Ghosts, you are likely going to find an audio drama, a feature-length one that was released in October of last year. You do not have to have listened to that or gone to that premiere to enjoy this. It is a completely different story set in the same universe. Think of this, the audio equivalent of something like American Horror Story. A lot of the actors are back, but they're playing totally different roles. Totally different story, takes place in 2021 and 1941. More on that later. The story's been described as haunting, romantic, tragic, heartbreaking, horrifying, terrifying, all manner of things in between. Basically, it's a ghost story in which we jump back and forth between 1941, when a murder, a real-life murder, occurred around Salem, Massachusetts that still to this day is unsolved. Experiencing the temporal and spectral and emotional ramifications of this unsolved crime are the Bishop family in 2021, and they are really our protagonists. Now, I could really spend this entire video just talking about the story because it's insanely cool, and I'm sure I will be talking much more about this story on this channel in the future, but for now, I'm just gonna say that there are links down in the description if you're interested more in what the story of the audio series is actually about. You can go to the Lynn Lady page down in the description, read all about a plot summary and get a feel for what the story is. You can also listen to an exclusive excerpt from the first episode down in the description. No spoilers on that excerpt. It's something you're going to hear very early on in the series. Just a little taste for you. But what I really want to talk to you about today is not the audio series, it's the premiere. Listen, I'm tired of Zoom. I'm tired of Skype. I live in the New England area. I have a lot of friends who are performers, and that means that over the last year of my life, I have been going to a lot of premieres that are on Zoom and Skype and Discord. I don't know if you, like me, have tried to engage yourself in an emotional experience via Zoom or Skype, but there are certain barriers to entry with those technologies. So, we have designed a premiere that takes place in another space entirely, and it's blowing our freaking minds. What you are seeing on screen now is what the actual night of the premiere will be like for you, should you choose to attend. Using some technology, links in the description for that as well, we have built an entire world for the night of the premiere. Currently, there are 11 distinct spaces. We've got things like a graveyard, a library, a gaming basement, the entry lobby, 3 theaters, a gallery, a bar, an after-party space, secret areas that are actually somewhat tricky to find, and much, much more. So on the night of the premiere, 6 p.m., January 29th, you will log in on your computer, you will be given your avatar or avatars as the case may be, and you will drop into the main lobby of the theater space in which the premiere will be occurring. From there, you will have a map and a schedule of events that you can check out as the night goes on. There will be signage in all the rooms, there'll be maps everywhere, there'll be schedules everywhere, you'll know what's going on at all times. And the way that the night will unfold is after being shown how to make the night's signature cocktail at the bar, which is called the Twisting Place. I hear it's delicious. I cannot wait to not feel my face because of it. You will be herded into the main theater where you will listen to the first episode play in real time, live, everybody hearing it together for the first time. Following the first episode playing, you'll be then put on a break, at which point you can go out into the world and experience any of the events that we have scheduled for you. But before we get to the events, let me just point out what is probably the coolest feature of the night. Every single avatar in this world will have only 5 controls, very simple and straightforward to manage. Anybody can do it as long as you're on a computer. And everyone will get to decide if they want to turn on their camera and microphone or not. With your camera and microphone on, any characters that you approach in the world who also have their cameras and microphone on will pop up on the screen and you can talk to them. This means that you can spend the entire night completely anonymous, or talk to everybody there, it's up to you. Now, after every single episode, we're gonna have a collection of events for you to check out. There's always gonna be some live event that is related to what you just heard. Some of these include interviews with experts on the paranormal and Salem, since this series is really focused on that. We also have Q&As with the cast and crew. We have a big one at the very end that is a full cast and crew Q&A. And then we have a bunch of fun ones, like we have an actor/comedian who plays a tarot reader in the audio series. She's gonna be doing live tarot readings, which I'm sure are going to be hilarious, in a tarot parlor called Corwin's Curiosity Shop that we made up, that we're actually putting in the world. So yeah, a lot of the spaces that you're going to be experiencing that night are spaces that are taken from the audio series that you will have just heard. But that's not even close to all of it. Also in this world, there are going to be games, like we're going to have arcade games that you can actually play, whiteboards where you can play Mad Libs with your friends, all kinds of really, really cool stuff that you can do in the moment. But there's also a ton of featurettes and exclusive content related to the making of the series, the making of each episode that you heard. There's a historical one that talks just about the murder that the series is based on, how it happened in the real world, and so much more. So you listen to an episode, you'll go have fun, you'll come back. You listen to another episode, you'll go have fun. You come back. Rinse and repeat for 6 total episodes. At the end of the 6th episode, we have the full cast Q&A in which you can ask literally anyone who was a part of making this thing anything you want. And then after that, we all retire to the thing that I personally am looking forward to the most, the after party. Now, the after party takes place in what is the location of the climax of the finished piece, and it is going to be an insanely fun event. A little bit of what's going on there is TBD, but I'll give you a little suggestion of what sorts of things you might expect there. First off, if you are a content creator in the horror, witchcraft, esoteric, history, or Salem spaces, you can have a booth in this after party space. You got to get in touch with me, Joel, Joel, at tosalem.com if you want that. There is no financial cost to you should you decide that you would like to do that. From these booths, you can have links and web pages and videos and stuff embedded so that any avatars who come up to your booths and want to get to know who you are and what you're all about, they can go directly from their browser to go check out your show or your merch shop or whatever it is that you're doing. And you can browse around and talk to whatever audience you've brought with you or who these people are who are all in the after party. For the actual attendees of the after party who don't have the booths, there's going to be all kinds of fun, cool, exclusive stuff going on in this after party. It's going to be a space that you could really spend hours and hours and hours hanging out, and we really encourage you to do so. But you don't have to. You can also leave the after party, go to the gallery, go to the library, go to the graveyard, check out any of the featurettes or cool little Easter eggs that we've hidden that you haven't found yet, and just spend the night in total anonymity checking out this world. And you know what? Quite frankly, that might not be a bad idea because this is a one night only affair, people. January 29th is the only time you will be able to get into this world in this fashion. Never again will the live events be occurring. Never again will all of the cast and crew be in the same place. So I hope what you have seen makes you as excited about the premiere of The Lynn Lady as I am. I really encourage you to check out the links down in the description to listen to an excerpt from the first episode, to learn more about tickets and how all that is working. As of the publishing of this video, the tickets are live, so you can go and you can check those out right now. This is going to be a night full of weirdos, and I cannot wait. We are inviting the horror community, the true crime community, the esoteric community, the history community, the Salem community, every one of those people we're inviting to descend on this same digital space and get to know each other and check out this cool story and really just make some cool memories together. If you couldn't tell, I am just as excited to attend this event as I am to be hosting it. I think it is the coolest thing I've ever done. All right, that is everything you need to know. I think if I've left anything out, please do comment on here and ask your questions and I will be sure to answer them. I very much hope to see you there on the 29th for what is going to be an insanely cool event. That is all for today. Stay weird, witches. I'll see you next time.